I went to post-graduation in a very rainy small town called Manipal. Manipal is quite beautiful because it rains for around 2.5 months non-stop. And when I first came to this town, I was quite icky about it, even though it looked beautiful from the window. It wasn't so beautiful when you're out there for me when I began. And I would wait for it to calm down and go out to buy grocery or to give laundry. But as a couple of weeks went, I realized the rain is not going to stop for me. I had to just get used to it. So I went out into the rain and I started enjoying it and embracing it. And I realized I had to just let my body go, and it's okay to get pelted down by the raindrops. It's not going to kill me. And soon I became so used to being drenched and being in open in the element of water, that I had forgotten that I had a ickiness about rain in the beginning, when I had moved to Manipal in southern part of Bangalore. And then I finished my post graduation for 2 years, and then I went back to where I live now and where I usually live, which is Bangalore, which is a city. So the rains are compared to Manipal less beautiful, a lot more inconvenient. Only enjoy it from my terrace. You don't want to get out because it's slushy, and the slush doesn't have the same organic or beautiful feel that it had in Manipal. It has a more cementy, grimy, like I said, inconvenient feel. And soon I found myself slipping back to feeling icky about rain, even though I find it inspiring and beautiful. I felt like I was not ready to be drenched in the rain anymore, the way I was in Manipal. And I found resonances about how the rain almost was like a metaphor for how open I was as a person, how in touch with my body I was, how joyful, truly joyful I was in this little university town. Uh, and since then, I think about cities and towns and how sometimes for me being in a city is a little bit of a fight with what I think is my quieter self and my self in my mind and soul.
Sarah, I feel a bit strange since we moved to Vakap. It's a beautiful town here, but I'm not really arrived. My soul is still home.
I Smith, I is this going to be a conversation about how we might have to move back? Because if so, I would like to sit down, prepare myself for the
It's
conversation.
not so bad. We will be happy here, and it's a nice place. It's just everything is so different. The food is different. The houses are, even the smell is different. It's exotic, but at the same time, it's a strange feeling when you have to live here.
I think about how you said the word is different, because in my head the food is different, the language is different, the place is different. We won't know what. You remember we went to the anniversary of the person back home because he knew us since we were dating from high school. Here we go to a corner store, and the grocer, she might not even know our names. And to me that is extremely inviting and exciting.
I
And
see it in your eyes. I see the star and the curiosity, and I see your energy, and it's just
I
it's
really want to stay, Smith. I'll say it, I'll come out and say it. I really want to stay, and I really want to stay with or without you.
I will, Sarah. No, no, it's all good. It's all good. I, I, I just wanted to share this with you that it's difficult for me. I wake up and I was used to hear the birds, and now it's foreign smell, foreign noises. These are birds, but it's complete different noise. And the only thing which reminds me of home is you.
And do you think that will be enough for a long time? What if, and that's a burden sometimes. Right now, it's beautiful and warm and gooey to think that I am the piece of home, the only piece of home that you're carrying. But what if in a little while um, that becomes a burden for me and for you, and we that.
That's why I wanted to talk with you. It's
I know. And
it,
that's what I said.
but
I
look,
began. I said this is going to be a conversation about having to move back.
now we stay here. I just wanted you to know that sometimes I'm longing for home, and maybe we go more often to have a little visit home, and then
And then,
yeah.
do you think, do you think we could do what makes us happy?
Yes, being abroad for most people I know, or for many, let's say it like that, is going on a holiday. It's just being somewhere. Some go to the beaches, of course, resorts or what, which is very artificial. Some really go traveling into countries, but it is never be with the local people where they go away from being exotic just to the normal of the countries. And this feeling I got first time when I went to China in 1989, is really long time ago. And China was a different China from today. And I lived with a family, not a full family anymore. There was auntie and the father. They lived together, of course, and the wife. The children went abroad to work. They went to Germany. That's how the connection came. And we were allowed to live with them in a very small house, but there was still the children room. I was not alone. I was with friends. And so we saw this family from inside, and we slept in their beds, and we had breakfast together, and we came home in the evening like we came home, and that was the first time. It was not a holiday, it was not a travel, it was being at home in somebody's place who is so different. And it felt strange because at the same time I felt so welcomed. They were fantastic people, lovely, taking care, but already the breakfast was rice soup with fish sometimes. This was so different from what I'm used, that already after a short time I was missing home like never before. And at the same time I wanted to stay there and to experience this. And that's still feelings I get again and again when I travel over the world and staying with people's home. I love it, and I'm looking so much forward to go home.